Yo,
You're
yo.
oh shit. Got
Tying
the
Eric
jingle back,
in.
baby.
Yeah. Jingle all the way to Subway.
Mhm. That's right. It was sad when we didn't have our jingle
Mm-hmm.
for that one episode, but we're back. You know what I
Yep.
mean? We don't mess with
Mm-hmm.
Anchor no more. We're
We hit the
grown. We're
rock,
grown men.
dude. Well, here's what happened. For the last few episodes, we hit the rock bottom of the cucumber bucket. It was soggy, it was sad, it was dark, but now we're climbing out of that hole. We got the jingle back. BlendJet
Mhm.
is back on the menu. That's right. Your boys Ty and Eric are official BlendJet ambassadors. Once again, use code ThinkFresh12 if you want to get 12% off the BlendJet 2 of your choice.
Mhm. You know, Ty, I have a like $400 Vitamix in
Mm-hmm.
my cupboard. I don't use it anymore. I use my Blood Jet instead. Is
Dude,
that
I get
incredible?
that. Well, it's because is it because you like the Buzz Lightyear graphic, or because the BlendJet 2 is portable so you can blend while strolling around your one bedroom apartment?
Well, it's a one bed, one den, actually. Thank you very much. But it is actually the size of the blend jet that I actually love the most because,
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm never blending for more than myself. Like, Bay doesn't really want a protein shake after the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Only I want a protein shake after the gym. So I'll just make a personal size and I'll drink it straight out of the blender. So there's no
Mm-hmm.
dishes even to do. I just like quickly rinse off the blender, wash it with soap, run it one more time, and it's done. And it just makes everything so much easier than like pulling out the old Vitamix and having to plug that into the wall.
Yo, that makes sense, because if you were to just hit the smoothie solo after the gym, you'd be trying to, it would feel like a big gulp the way you'd be, or like a pint of beer drinking straight from the pint, or not a pint, like an entire whatchamacallit,
No,
the
I
big
get you.
beers. Yeah, yeah. Uh, a pitcher. I'm so sorry. Micro beer has ruined pitchers to the point that I can't even remember the vernacular.
Mm, you're right, Ty. Big domestic beer has a different kind of equivalent to a pitcher, and it's the beer tower. And I want to
Mm,
talk a little bit about the beer tower with you, if you
dude,
don't mind.
I have scaled a few towers in my day. My favorite
Hmm.
thing about them, Eric, is
Dude, you've
the
scaled you've scaled more towers than a Russian YouTuber.
Uh, my favorite thing about them, Eric, is their elongated ice cube that runs up the very middle of the tower. Any good tower has to
Oh,
maintain, because big brand of beers always need to be chilled or they don't taste
yes.
good. You really The only thing that they have going for them is that they numb the tongue, and so they have to keep them below 3 degrees Celsius. So that
Hmm.
elongated, that foot long ice cube in the very middle of the tower is essential, and I
Hmm.
really like that. I think it has this really cool goop esque crystal thing happen in the middle.
Yeah, lots of good crystal action. I've seen like the white kind of like plunger style inside of a pitcher before, but I do prefer the beer tower because I think it looks more elegant on top of the dining table. You know what I mean? It has a little like fountain. It's almost like you're drinking from the tap. It's on tap.
Hmm. It's on tap. Yeah, it's one step removed from being a kegerator itself.
Exactly.
The tower also, it comes. Do you ever get the towers that have lights in them?
Wow, that sounds like some K-pop shit. I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Yeah, some failing dive bars. Their saving grace is adding neon lights to the underside of the bar, the
Oh,
urinals in the bathroom, and the beer towers on your table. They
wow.
change color. Sometimes they light up if there's a goal on the hockey or basketball game
Oh shit.
on the TV.
That's incredible. So
Hmm.
tell me more. Like, is there any other function to this lighting system? Is it a Philips Hue situation? Can you control it on your phone? Or
Mm.
maybe does it alert the server if it reaches a certain threshold? It's like beer me. It's just a beer me sign comes up.
Yeah, yeah. It would be really nice if after you get to the bottom 10% of the tower, that the lights just start flashing like cop sirens to get the server's attention.
I wouldn't mind a nice audio effect as well.
Beer
To
me,
like
beer me.
cerveza, por favor.
Do you got any audio clips on that soundboard that you could play to order a new one?
Um, Not really, but I mean, beer is synonymous with baseball, so
Yeah, dude. Or they might think you're trying to order a pitcher.
oh shit. Wow, is that
A
where the word pitcher comes from? Because obviously it was invented for beer, right? There's no
hmm
other need to ever drink that much liquid of any other kind, right?
hmm I think probably what happened is some fat guy walked into a bar one day and said, "Give me the biggest cup you have. I'm a glugger." And they heard that, but they thought he said slugger.
Shit. And they said, "All right, you're up to bat now. Take this
Mhm.
bat and get to swinging."
If you're a slugger, this is your pitcher.
Exactly.
Damn.
Yeah. If you're a slugger, you're probably familiar with the 6ix9ine, the 6ix9ine beatdown in LA Fitness. We
Mhm.
haven't talked about that yet, have we? We were thoughts
No, I
about that
don't
though.
think so, but our unfortunately friend of the pod, 6-inch, 9-inch, teriyaki 6-inch, 9-inch was, some guys were punching below their weight class when they
Oh
jumped
shit.
him in the bathroom.
Not only were they punching below their weight class, but they were punching below their waist. This is
Yeah,
a small guy if we're talking
yeah.
inches. He's six. He's the
Mhm.
sixth of the nine.
For
Um,
sure.
yeah, I mean, if you saw anyone with rainbow hair in your gym, you'd probably want to fight them regardless if you knew what they
Mhm.
had been up to. But I'm not surprised that he, got bullied there. I heard that
Bullied is such a light word to describe what happened.
but if it's when it's someone so little, it's just like you're bullying them, you know? Like no
Yeah.
matter what kind of altercation you get into, it's like you're just bullying that guy because you're bigger than them. You know what I mean? There's no fairness in this altercation. There's like 10 of those guys, right? They all just beat him down. Um,
Mhm.
but I heard that he hits up that LA Fitness regularly. Probably not anymore, to be fair, but
Mhm.
he was going there regularly to use the Stairmaster for 30 minutes.
Bro can't afford a personal stairmaster for the condo. I don't get it. Like,
I don't get it either. Maybe he just likes getting out of the house.
fair enough. He's been
Mhm.
cooped up.
Yeah, that witness protection ran up though, so
Mhm.
you're kind of fucked.
Yeah. He's not getting much protection now, but he's in our thoughts and prayers right now. I'm hoping a speedy recovery, and I'm hoping that he can work. Maybe we should start a GoFundMe so that he can open a home gym.
Yeah, he needs the stairmaster inside the one bed, one den, like myself.
hmm
I have a stairmaster in my home gym. Why doesn't Teriyaki 6ix9ine? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I feel like
Um,
their cost has gone down over the years, and like if he's got, but if he should probably have a penthouse somewhere. Like, just take the stairs, skip the
yeah,
elevator, my guy.
stairs will always be better than a stairmaster
hmm
because the last step doesn't just like dissolve after you use it. You know what I mean?
hmm
Like that shit makes me dizzy. Same thing with treadmills. Like I don't like working on those machines because I'm just standing, I'm stationary, but I'm like trying to move forward and it's just my brain doesn't comprehend that. I'm more
Yeah,
of an
dude.
outdoors kind of guy.
Me too, man. And I don't I firmly believe that your exercise routine should not give you sea legs.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
everything in the gym is meant to for you to like experience vertigo at an early age.
Yeah, exactly. And like it's kind of like when you play Guitar Hero for a long time and then when you look away from the TV, it's like the ground's moving.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel when I get off the Stairmaster.
Damn.
Oh, fuck.
The simulation is real and it's at the gym.
Yeah, and it's on level 4.
hmm
Wonderful.
Um, I need to talk to you a little bit about Subway, Eric. I have some Subway experiences I need to share with you.
Yeah, please.
You're like, on this podcast? Absurd.
I was scrolling through my soundboard furiously to see if we had a laugh track, but we don't.
Oh,
We got to add that one.
yo, we do. The sound of
Okay.
a million breadheads clapping their hands together and lips together at
hmm
once.
Or fapping their hands together because that's more accurate.
It's probably more accurate. Okay, so I was on a road trip this weekend. I'm in my Gwyneth Paltrow era, so I was heading up the ski hill, and
Free
I,
Gwyneth. Yo,
yeah,
free goop.
dude,
She
I
didn't
don't
do
think
nothing
she,
on purpose.
yeah, like anyone in a turtleneck could do no harm, in my eyes.
Hmm.
It's a
Hmm.
literally a get out of jail free card to wear a
Hmm.
turtleneck.
You're telling me this turtleneck wearing mogul who sells candles that smell like her vagina did that? Come on,
Yeah,
bro. She's
no,
innocent.
yeah,
Let's move along here. It's open and shut case.
I agree. Her merino wool cuffs are uncuffable. Anyways, I am heading up the ski
Shut them down.
hill for a weekend of POW, and um, I swing by the subway on the way there. It was a small town subway, and I was thinking like a foot long would really do me right now.
Mm,
So I roll up, get out, go in. Typical scene. Nobody's in there except the artist. Uh, it was the old interior design, and I go up to order, and I kind of like dabbled with my like regular veggie sub foot long.
it's a good sign. If it's the old branding,
Hmm.
you know that they like make things from the heart there, right? It's kind of like when
Hmm.
you like go to a Chinese restaurant and like the son is like taking your order. It's like some kid
Hmm.
playing on an iPad. He's like, "What you want?"
Hmm. Or like when you go to an Italian restaurant and like the server's actually Italian.
And then you see the Nona in the back, just like eyeing
Hmm.
you. It's like, fuck, more
Yeah.
customers.
She doesn't want any business.
No, no, no. She's doing it because she loves it, not because she wants to feed you.
And I get that same disappointed eye, that same disappointed look from my sandwich artist when I walk in. They're like, "Oh, another sandwich."
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they got to put down the subway. What's that like? Train. There's like a subway game on the iPhone. You
Ticket
know
to
what I'm talking
Ride.
about?
What?
No, 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 no.
Oh, Subway
It- it-
Surfers.
Subway Surfers,
Hell yeah, dude! They
dude.
put
They're
down
playing Subway
subways.
Surfers.
Of course they are.
They're playing Subway Surfers, and they're like, "Oh shit, we gotta like put our fucking game down and help this person because we work at Subway." That's
Yo.
crazy, bro. Life is. I can't believe that's this is a world we live in, Ty. It's amazing.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, I brought in my ticket to ride because I was about to hop on that line and make some magic with my footlong. I immediately noticed that they were peddling a new sandwich, Eric. It was the crispy onion chicken sandwich.
Oh yes, I've seen this
So,
on in between Raptors timeouts. I've seen that ad.
yeah, if you watch ESPN, you should know about Subway's crispy onion game.
Yeah, yeah. That and The Bachelor has been feeding me this ad all month long.
Yeah, you must be very full then. The crispy onions, though, I said, are those just for the chicken sandwich, or can I put them on my veggie sandwich? And they said, you can do whatever you want.
Subway, what a fucking idiotic question, Ty.
Yeah,
Of course you do
like
whatever
we
you
could
want.
care less. So the girl goes to the crispy onion bucket and tries to pull some out, but there's only like 3 tablespoons of onions left. So she just takes the entire bucket out, turns it upside down over my sandwich,
Oh my
and
god.
just this like dust comes out like and a few crumbs all fall within like a 1 inch square radius on my foot long.
Oh no.
And then the girl's like, bet, and it just seals it up. She's like, she put that crispy onion in a sarcophagus, you know?
Oh my god. So I mean that's a high risk move, Ty, because if you're dumping the entire contents of the bucket onto someone's
Mhm.
lunch,
Mhm.
like you don't know what's in that bucket at the bottom, right? Like it could
Mhm.
be something that fell in there. It could be like the driest possible onion in there.
Mhm.
You don't really know, and it could really fuck up your sandwich and your
It,
stomach.
dude, and like there's so many issues with it because I'm getting the worst of the crispy onions and I'm getting an incredibly high concentration of them in a single bite. And that was what I was really scared about. And plus, this is a brand new ingredient. I don't even know what to expect here. So how do I
Mm,
work with that? I just had to isolate that as a like and prepare myself mentally for when that bite was coming. And when I did
mm.
take that bite, Eric, it was crazy. It was like eating the bottom of a bag of Doritos. Like the sodium hit was insane, but the crunch was really nice. So I'm definitely adding them to my next sandwich.
Wow, that's pretty
Hmm.
amazing, actually. Um, I'm surprised that the sandwich artist didn't attempt to like scrape it into like the rest of the sandwich. Like they just left it.
Yo, this girl phoned it in so bad on my footlong. I'll tell you a few other
Yeah,
missteps she
please.
had. At one point, I pointed to the tomatoes and I said, "Damn, girl, those tomatoes look fresh as hell today." And then she's like, "Yeah, I just opened a new bag of them," or whatever. And I'm
Of a
like,
tomato? Wait,
Yeah.
I thought so. You're telling me the tomato comes in a bag? I thought they were
Or
sliced.
maybe she said I just sliced. I couldn't really tell. She was mumbling, but maybe she said she just sliced them.
Wow.
Sliced bag. What's, I don't know.
Okay,
Um,
so she's a mumble rapper, but do you think
mhm.
she was excited to tell you that, or was she like just trying to like keep the things moving and like maybe make a little bit of conversation, but mostly just get the sandwich done and go back to Subway Surfers?
Honestly, though, she was pretty excited. She felt my positive energy and tried to match it. She was really excited that I was asking, and she was really excited to share with me that the tomatoes were indeed fresh. But I don't know if she had like some through the wire Kanye shit going or what, but she could not like articulate it. She was just like like a like a
Hmm.
Charlie Brown lettuce moment. And but either way, she verified that the tomatoes were fresh. And then I'm like, sweet, load them up. And then I shit you not, she takes three slices of the tomatoes out and puts them on the footlong. So there was like at least a 2.5 inch gap between each tomato.
Wait, what?
Yeah. And then
And
I was going
you
to say,
obviously ordered a foot long, so that's unacceptable.
it is. But the thing is, I thought, am I like, am I like do I question the artistic integrity? Like she was fine with all the other vegetables. She put more banana peppers on my sandwich than I've seen in my life. This was before the crispy onion debacle as well. So I thought like I
Mhm.
should just go with this, right? Because
Mm.
she clearly thinks these tomatoes are too powerful to be in every bite.
Yeah, maybe. Or if she's like trying to express herself through the use of white space. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
She's like, let me let the sandwich breathe. She wants the tomato to have some time between bites in order for you to
Totally.
appreciate the acidity of that fresh tomato.
It's very James Blake of her. It's not about the tomatoes. It's not about the taste of the tomato. It's about the taste between the tomatoes.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, you gotta really respect her tasteful approach to, um, you know, ingredient minimalism. I guess is the term we're looking for here.
You could say that. So, anyways, I went with it. I didn't call her out. Then she did the onion debacle. Didn't call her out on that. Then we get to the sauces, Eric. And I was like thinking in my
Wait, hold
head,
on.
yeah,
Did you add more onions on top of the fried onions? Did you go raw and fried?
no, just fried.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be crazy, dude. Maybe next time. Now that I understand the fried onions, and the texture that they bring to the sandwich, I don't actually think I need the crunch of the raw onion along with that.
Hmm. My name is Fry Thai. Nice to meet you.
Mhm. And my name is Onion. Eric the Onion. Whatever. um, okay, so we get to the sauces, and I thought to myself, you know what sauce would be great with 1 inch of fried onions? Barbecue.
Oh yes,
Right, right?
one
So I
hundred
thought,
percent.
okay, I can still make the most of this footlong despite a few missteps. So I
And it,
look my sandwich artist in the eye. She says, "What sauce?" And I say, "Barbecue." And then I watch her reach over, grab the honey mustard, and squirt it all over my footlong.
oh no!
Yeah,
And the honey mustard is yellow, right?
yeah. And so I'm looking down at
Wow.
this yellow stream across it, thinking, crap, this throws off everything. Like I could ask her to
Oh.
undo it, but it's like mixed in with everything immediately. It's
Mhm.
You can't undo an action like that. It's a destructive action.
Ty, as a patron, you were wronged that day, but as a podcaster, you were blessed because you get to talk about this funny moment. This is a rare moment where the artist fucks up and then they look at you with puppy dog eyes and they're like, oh, I made a
Oh,
boo boo. And then they like are waiting for you to say it's okay before they can proceed because they're not
mhm,
going to be like, just they're not going to redo the sandwich unless you tell them to because they don't want to like do all that
mhm.
work again. So they're like, just looking at you with like glistening eyes, and you're just like, ah, fuck it, it's all right.
Yeah, dude. They're,
Right?
they're just
Am I right or am I wrong?
well, you would normally be right. That is my experience with a mistake on the footlong. But this artist, I don't know if she was just enchanted with me or still
Oh,
playing Subway Surfers in her head, but she didn't even notice the mistake. And
oh.
during the awkward silence after she did it, where I was just staring at my footlong, trying to orient myself to what happened, and then make my next move. Like, do I address it? Do I leave it? Is this another form of artistic integrity that I should just accept as a part of the improvisation of the sandwich
Mm,
creation process?
hmm. She
Which is
really
what I
snapped.
yeah, dude. I don't know. She's fucking playing something in her head.
Yeah, she blacked out in the booth, man. You can't hold that against her. She was really like, all right, hold my phone real quick. And then you were like, all
Mhm.
right, let him cook, you know?
Yeah, like, who am I to disrespect her when she's in the lab like that? Um, Mommy might have had a
Exactly.
long day, or mommy might be a creative genius. Genius.
I like how you're gonna say creative director, but then you canceled that and were like genius. It's like
Genius.
those two things cannot be used in the same
Mhm,
statement. You know what I mean?
mhm. It's because genius is a relative term.
And
The,
also, creative directors can't be geniuses. It's impossible.
it's true. I've never met one
It's
that's
true.
both. They're mutually exclusive terms. But Eric,
Exactly.
I don't know if I'm gaslighting myself at this point, gas toasting myself, but I just said, I'll let it be. We're gonna roll with this, and I just recalibrated the rest of my sandwich because I like to go for this sweet and spicy and creamy trifecta going, and with the barbecue sauce, that was like setting up my kind of sweet with a bit of spice, but as soon as the honey mustard hit the sauce, I was like, damn, that's all creamy. Now I got to rework from that. So I kind of went into the hot sauce department a little bit and then pulled
Mm,
back on the peppercorn ranch I was going to add and replaced it with a little bit of um,
hmm,
sweet onion because that was kind of like barbecue. And it worked out
hmm.
okay. I was able to save the sandwich.
I'm proud
Is
of
this
you,
where you
Ty.
do
You
the applause? Do you have any applause on the soundboard? I
no,
was
I'm
able to
sorry.
save the sandwich.
You saved. Woo!
There we go.
You saved the sandwich, Ty. You were able to adjust your strategy in real
hmm
time, and
hmm
this is something only Jake Paul could do in the ring. You know, what I mean, you were light
hmm
on your feet. You were seeing what the offense was doing, and you were reacting, and you were implementing your new defensive strategy. So, good job. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, dude. Me too. And it taught me something. Something I already knew deep inside, but couldn't articulate before, Eric, which is that Subway is such a unique experience because you and the artist are just humans trying to work together, and mistakes happen, and you just have to be okay with it, and let go of your ego and let go of your whatever you had in your mind, and
Hmm.
like I feel Daniel Arsham right now, but it's just like letting the art become itself, Um,
Hmm.
and I think that's more exciting and it's more challenging and it's probably better for you, both from a emotional stability perspective, but also what was it? A friend of the pod, Joe Rogan, was talking about how chess players burn a lot of calories playing chess because their brain is processing so much information that it actually
Hmm.
is the equivalent of a physical workout. That's kind of how I feel like when I'm ordering a foot long sandwich. It's like my goal is to burn as many calories as I'm about to consume.
Mm. Interesting. Yeah, I think it's good that you're channeling your inner Arsham. But you know what, Ty? Like, even a quote unquote mistake like that, you can't even view it as right or wrong. You know what I mean? It's just
Mhm.
art that happens in the moment. It's like there's no there's no definition of like the wrong move. It's like you gave an instruction, but like who are you to, influence the art in that way, Ty? You are merely the contractor in this case.
Exactly. And it makes me realize that all orders are merely suggestions when making a foot long. You actually don't hold any power.
Hmm. Yeah, and so is the like nutritional like guidance that they try to give you as well in the menu. It's
Mhm.
like that's just a suggestion. No one's listening to that. You know what I mean? No one's ordering the turkey sub.
Mhm. Yeah, no one's going for the lighter deli meats. They're hitting the mammoth meatballs and the steak and cheese.
The steak and cheese, dude. I think it's either that sub that you ordered or the one you kind of mentioned at the beginning, or a different one. But that shit had so much cheese on it in the commercial. Like I'm just thinking about the commercial. I haven't been to a Subway in a long time, but in the commercial, that thing was oozing in cheese, bro. And
Mm.
you made me think of like all the food stylists out there who are getting laid off this year, and they're probably like, "Fuck, man, that thing's got a lot of cheese."
Oh, yeah.
Dude, this is
Dude,
a
I'm
bad year
actually
for being a food stylist. Like, like you thought your job was useless before.
dude, yeah. No, just
Oh
it's
fuck.
just can you make the cheese look more melted? And if you can't, that's okay.
Hmm.
Deli 2 will do it for us.
Hmm.
It's hard to
Yeah,
be a food stylist.
can you pull the meats out a little more?
Dude, food styling in general is so funny because it's like if you think about it like a celebrity stylist, they always list the clients that they've dressed, right? They're like, "Yeah, I did Gaga
Hmm.
at the Met or whatever." Um, but then a food stylist, what are they like? They're like, "Oh yeah, I've done a hamburger, you know. I did
Hmm.
a Black Forest ham sandwich.
Hmm.
I've
But you know what's
done."
interesting, Ty?
Yeah.
The food stylist. There's probably one food stylist in the world who could put Gaga on their portfolio, and that's because
Meat dress.
the meat dress. Ty, there's and I saw the meat dress in person. I don't think I've ever told you this.
You did not.
I sure did. I
Was
don't
there
even know if I
like
have a
a
photo of it,
Was there
but
like
this was
a annual convention of guys who work at a deli? And she was like
no.
the keynote speaker? Or
This was at an anti-PETA event, actually. No, I'm just kidding.
Hmm.
This was a permanent installation inside of the casino slash hotel that I stayed at in Vegas.
What? The meat dress
Yeah,
is there?
the meat dress is there, Ty. It's at the Park MGM in Vegas. There is a exhibition space on the casino floor that is all things Gaga. And so it's very random, but it's pretty awesome. All the mannequins are her exact size. But yeah, they had the meat dress. They had that egg thing that she came out of one time. Do you remember
Hmm,
that?
hmm. Yeah, she was a little chicky.
Hmm. There's even the flesh like pair of shoes. Like there's like a pair of boots that's made out of flesh. She wore that one time.
Damn.
Um, but
She
dude, this
walked
meat
so
dress.
Tommy Cash could run.
Yeah, she walked so that Rick Owens could show Shaft at the latest at the latest show. Um,
Damn.
but dude, this meat dress is so twisted because obviously, it's been preserved to the best of its ability,
Mhm.
but that thing looks like jerky right now. Like it's like so like degraded over time, and it's just like hardened, and it just looks like I don't know, something you would find at the bottom of the salami bucket. It's like a dark brown.
Yeah, that's interesting because I was gonna ask you if like I had my doubts about the authenticity of the meat attached to her body.
Hmm.
It sounds like it was real meat, but then the next question is, do they put it in some sort of like cryogenic chamber that maintains the plumpness of it over many years, or do they just let it cook?
They well, it cooked a little bit, but I think they found the finest taxidermist in Hollywood,
Mhm,
um, who probably like sprayed it with something to seal it so no
mhm.
oxygen could get to it. But it's just there, dude. It's in a glass case, like just like every other dress and artifact, but it's not refrigerated as far as I can tell.
Damn, I wonder if it's got a smell.
Probably. Um, yeah, you would have to load on some of that like plastic shit to like conceal it. But yeah, dude, it was pretty trippy. I didn't realize she was so small. She's a small girl.
Is
She's
she?
petite.
Like,
She's a petite one.
can't really tell on TV, you know?
Yeah.
Like, could she even stomach a foot long?
She's five. Okay. Okay, wait. Guess how many footlongs tall she is?
Well, you alluded to it starts with a 5, so she's not a
Yeah.
true shoddy then.
Yeah.
But
I,
I would
I
say
I blurted out the answer a little too quick. I I let it spray too quickly. But yeah, you're right. It's 5 feet 1 inch. So I'm
oh,
just
wow, 1 inch.
one more bite after the 5 foot long mark.
Wow. She's a she's like if she laid down, she'd be the size of a party sub. It's
Exactly.
crazy.
Wow, that'll be the next costume. You know what I mean? We don't need the Emrata sandwich, like the
Mhm.
flat, like what is that? Like the Wonder Bread bullshit. We want the
Mhm.
Gaga footlong. You know what I mean?
Dude, 5'1's so short. I did not know that.
Yeah,
That makes her so much more human.
it does.
She's more like Goo Gaga. She's just a little
Yeah,
kid.
Lady Goo. Um, well, Ty, I think it's a hard stop because I got to run. But this was a beautiful episode. I'm happy we got to link in the booth once again.
Mhm.
Um, anything else you want to touch on?
Yeah, to the breadheads, cop a blender. Use code ThinkFresh12 for 12% off BlendJet too. I got
Oh
one.
yeah,
Eric's got one. A lot of you already have one. BlendJet Nation, baby.
yeah, buddy. I use mine like minimum once a day,
Hmm.
and we have another code tie. We should quickly mention because it's the end of the episode. But
Yeah, hit it.
um, if you are looking to start your own podcast, you can
Which we
do
know you
so.
are.
You can do so, Ty. It's really
Hmm.
fucking easy, but don't do it on Anchor.
Don't
They
do it
will
on
screw
Anchor.
you. They will
Hmm.
find ways to scam you and to ruin your podcast with their political agenda. So all
Hmm.
you have to do is go to Zencaster and you can use the code ThinkFresh to get 30% off your what is it?
I don't know.
Creator. It's
Creator
like
plan.
professional. Yeah, it's one of the professional accounts, and that's the one you're gonna want because it lets you do all kinds of cool shit, like
Yeah,
add
yeah.
random sound effects.
What up? Yeah,
Exactly.
totally. I don't really know what the plan's called. Doesn't really matter. Just hit the link in bio. It'll direct you to the right place. And before
Yeah,
you know it, you'll be recording a podcast almost as good as this one.
almost as good, but you'll never match the synergy that is Think Fresh. And with
Hmm.
that, ciao, everybody.
Think fresh, everybody.